All right, I haven't put out a video in quite a while because honestly, sales have been slow, almost non-existent. One of my everything stores actually did really good 2 weekends ago, and that made up for this a lot. And then after that, sales just kind of stopped. But I've been busy around the house, so that's all right. Got a lot of stuff going on. But this one's going to be all about ephemera, and I've got a few things over here we'll go over after I go over the ephemera sales that I picked up a few days ago. I put up an ad on Craigslist. I got a bunch of ads running for random stuff that I want, and someone reached out and I picked up some ephemera. So let's get right into the sales here. The store, after President's Day weekend, Monday was a holiday, so nothing going out. We've got 11 sheets of paper going out in this store. The first one is from 1902. This is the Syracuse and Rochester Eastern Railroad Company. This one talks about legislative matters regarding a bill in Albany and talks about contractual arrangements for the Newark and Marion Railway. Looks like it's signed by O.D. Steele, I think. That one sold for $12. Free shipping. The next one is, this is 1901, and I believe this is from the, it's like a Goodell, Nottingham Brothers and Andrews. Looks like this one is an attorney's office. Signed here by one of the main people here, it looks like. Charles W. Andrews. So one of the attorneys themselves signed this one. This one also went for $12. Free shipping. The next one is the Street Railway Journal. It's got like a little clipping here that looks pretty cool. November 16th, 1901. A lot of these aren't things that I would expect to sell. I mean, this one's got a clipping, so maybe, but some of them seem very common to me, and I'm surprised that they sold. That one went for $10, free shipping. And a bunch of these, actually these first 1, 2, 3 are all going to the same buyer, which is why that one's a little bit less. So if you're buying multiples, I'll obviously take much lower offers. It's going to save me on shipping. The next one I have quite a few of. This is from the Benedict Manufacturing Company. Really cool letterhead. October 18th, 1901. That one went for $10, free shipping. What is the next one here? This is the Billy Sunday Business Men's Club. This one's from 1927. Syracuse, New York, in the YMCA building. I have a few of these floating around. Not too many left. I think a couple did actually sell. This one sold for the full price of $15.99. Free shipping. All right, next is the Bellevue Stratford, Philadelphia. Looks like this is a hotel. February 17th, 1919. And the Bellevue, where's the price on this one? This one sold for the full price too, of $15.99. Nice looking letter. Looks like it's signed by, I don't know, Ernest something. Good luck if you can read that. The next one is the Blair Cambria Coal Company. This one is from 1916. And this one here sold for $12.99. Free shipping, signed by the treasurer. I got a few other sheets that I didn't show in a video that sold the other day. And they went to Two orders actually went to family members. It was the great grandfather of the buyer, and I love seeing that. And they were new eBay buyers, zero feedback, whatever. And I'm not afraid, I'm not scared of dealing with that, especially with $16 items. But it's awesome to be able to reunite stuff like this to your great grandfather's business that you may have never even known existed. The next piece. Let's get to the next one here. This is Ramey Coal Company, but it looks like the attorney's office here. Cramp and Davis, operating as the Ramey Coal Company in 1918. And this one sold for $12.99. Free shipping. Signed by one of the attorneys here, E.C. Davis. Oh, I'm sorry, the treasurer. So is this not an attorney's office? Oh no, operating as blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Take a look and let me know what you think. Next one is H.C. Butterbaugh. Boy, I don't know. 1918. And this from Latrobe, Pennsylvania. 1918. H.C. Butter something. I don't know what you think this says. This talks about replying to your last letter dated August 1st. The cars mentioned were shipped as follows. And it looks like these are about cars of coal that were shipped. And it looks like it's actually signed by the president. That piece went for $13. Free shipping. The next one is Andrew Howarth and Sons, 1920. And this one here, what is this? White Flannel Manufacturers out of Oxford, Massachusetts. This one went for the full price of $15.99. Free shipping. And the last one that sold is a Regal Paper Company, 1924. And it looks really cool. It's got some interesting sheets of rolls of toilet paper, Tommy Tucker and Father Goose at the top. Really cool letterhead. I love seeing the ones with color on them. Signed by the treasurer. And at the bottom, it's got another thing that says Father Goose Brands. But really cool letterhead on this one. This one sold for the full price of $15.99. Free shipping. Okay, those are all shipped out. Let's take a look at some of the stuff I picked up on Craigslist that is completely out of order here on my desk. But there's some cool looking stuff in here. A lot of these look like just pay stubs. This one's for medical. Howarth and Ballard Druggist, some sort of needle it looks like. It's pretty cool looking. Another one, E.C. Millgate. This must be windows, shades, and picture frames. 1892. This one's pretty old. There's a whole bunch of them here. These smaller pieces. St. Peter's Church. So if you know anything about any of these that I'm holding up here, feel free to let me know in the comments. Another old one, 1897. Bought of Matthew F. Dent, dealer in machinist tools and supplies, 81 Washington Street in Utica, New York. New York Telephone Company. This, I don't know what this is. Memorandum receipt. Not as old as the others, but still pretty old. 1919. There's another oldie from the 1800s. Bought of Warnick and Brown. Goods not to be returned to us or claims for damages made unless within 10 days of invoice. There's a lot of little things here and there. This one is stuck together. What is this? Oh, this one's for cigars. 108 pounds of Town Talk. Whatever this might be, but this is for 1900. Bought of something New England Sun for the Utica State Hospital. This is a cigar manufacturer. So is the hospital buying cigars? Can you smoke in hospitals back then? I remember when I was a kid, people could smoke in the mall. They had ashtrays in the malls, and it's crazy to think of now. It wasn't that long ago in the 80s, maybe into the 90s. But I do remember the ashtrays in the mall and people walking around smoking. This one's from 1903, the Crandall Packaging Company. Another one going to looks like the Utica State Hospital purchased. This one looks really cool. Again, let me know what these are, or if you know anything about these. This is for the Fort Stanwix National Bank of Rome. Paid to the order of whoever this person is, $1,200. So $1,200 in 1891. How much is that in today's money? I feel like that was, well, I know that was a lot of money back then. Paid in full, January 1895. It's got some stuff signed in the back, too. That one's pretty cool. This one's got a dog on it. Acme Stationery and Paper, New York. 1890. Another one, 1892 or 1893. I think it's 1892. These are pretty cool. These are neat looking. There's two different types here from the Pillsbury's Best. And it looks like these are all, this must be like a food delivery. You can see the prices on there. Cool letterhead on them. And it's got all these prices for food. $3.76 in the front for that whole, or there's 16 cents for that whole order. There's actually two of them here, but they both have a whole bunch of stuff written on the back too. So imagine for, what's the total there? Like 18 and change? No, I'm sorry, 1071. You've got a lot of stuff. There's a whole bunch more here. Same company, A.R. Dowley, Fine Grocers, with these Pillsbury's Best logo on it. More food orders. And then the same deal on the back. It's got a whole bunch of other stuff continued on the invoice here. This looks like somebody may have, gone to whatever place this was, if it was a grocery store or a restaurant or whatever, and written everything out and unloaded it off the truck and then delivered it to this customer. Another old one, 1891, First National Bank of Carthage, New York. I am not going to be able to make that out quickly, but this is what this one looks like. Smaller sheet of paper. Signed by the president, E.H. Myers. You can see at the top, it says E.H. Myers, and then there is E.H. Myers' signature at the bottom. Another oldie, 1892, bought of Mertens, Yan, and Garnett, manufacturers and retail clothiers. How do you say that? Am I screwing that up? You can usually tell when it's 1800s with the text on the top, kind of like that. Another tobacco order here. This one is the Blackwell Durham Tobacco, 511 Chestnut Street, Philadelphia, 1899. They even had the same stamp back then that you kind of see today. So that stamp's been around for well over 100 years. Another Blackwell and Durham. Empire Grain and Elevator Company out of Binghamton. This is another one for the State Hospital, Utica, New York, 1911. Really cool looking. This one looks like a payment receipt of some sort. It's got a cool dog on it. Not much else going on in that one. What is this one? The Smith Premier Typewriter. Corps of Fairfield Cemetery Cadets Headquarters. 1890 something. I don't know what this is. It's got a cool typewriter on it. Fairfield, New York. Here is one from the Globe Bible Publishing Company. December 20th, 1900. Really nice letterhead on this one. This one's the State of New York Fish and Game Forest Commission. It looks like they're not happy with somebody enforcing the law, and that he had written somebody up for a fish, for a fish that was only 1/8 or 1/8 too short to be taken. It looks like people weren't happy with this person. It's dated 1897. So that's pretty cool right there. It is signed Chief something. I can't make it out. I can't make out the name here. Oh, and this is cool. So that's July 30th, 1897. And here is the envelope stamped postmarked July 31st from the same Fisheries, Games, and Forest Commission. So that's pretty cool to have that to go along with it. And lastly in this pile, the German-American Insurance Company of New York out of Pulaski, New York. Looks like October 9th, 1899. Not going to be able to make that out, but there's that one. So pretty cool stuff here. My List Easier subscription renewed today, so I've got another 1,000 listings. I'll probably get a bunch done today. And some of these will probably be going into the store. I'll dig through and make sure I don't want to keep any first. But that's going to be it for this video. There's not a whole lot going on. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more of this ephemera stuff, because I'll keep posting videos, here and there as I get stuff and as I sell stuff, because there's definitely plenty to go through in my garage. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.